Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I did not hear the recording in progress thing on my laptop like I do when I'm on my phone. So that's interesting. Um, okay, you guys, good news before we get started and dig into this. Good news is I was saying this to Michaela and Lexi when they were the only ones on. I'm like this close to having the YouTube channel done. I'm just trying to do it the right way. And so I'm organizing it right now. But I'm like this close to having it to where all of our Zooms for this particular team will be on my YouTube channel, and you can go and find them. And that way we don't have to still share those silly recording links, and they'll be there, and it'll be much more streamlined process. So I would say probably by the end of the night, if not tomorrow, I will have that done. And I've got a few recorded Zooms from the past, I would say, month that I'm going to upload, and we will have those. And then this one will be there. So that's very exciting. And that's why I'm on a laptop tonight, is because I got a new laptop because my one from college was broken, and my husband was like, you really just need to get a new one. And I was like, okay, but thank you to Thrive, because Thrive paid for that laptop. So now I have this new laptop and it's all fancy, and I'm trying to figure out how to work the dang thing. But anyway, um so we have some exciting things coming up this week. Who can tell me in the comments what they are excited for? Personally, I'm excited to go to Vegas. I am so excited. My mom is coming to watch the kids. This is the first time that Kenneth and I have been away since our honeymoon, as far as just us on a legitimate vacation. And not only do I get to see some of you guys there, but we have products launching. I see you guys new shake flavors in the comments. I see detox. I'm beyond excited about. I think detox is going to be a I'm going to start calling it like a bridge maker, because I think there are a lot of people who will love detox that may not be totally convinced on doing the entire 3-step system, which I never want to force someone. Like, that's when we get like pushy, and you guys know I don't teach you that. Like, it needs to be the right time for that person. But I really truly believe that detox is going to be a bridge maker product, that if someone is interested in detoxing their body, they're going to ask us for that detox, and they're going to be like, hey, if this works so well, like maybe I should try some of their other products. And I think it will be that bridge maker. And so I'm really excited about that. I really am hoping I'm really hoping we get 2 shake flavors. I think we know for sure that we're getting 1, but I don't know. I For some reason I really think we're getting 2. So I'm very excited about that as well. You guys, I know a lot of you are creating VIP lists for detox, and I know some of you are like, I don't know how to do that. You guys, a VIP list, don't overthink it. I made a poll in my stories the other day, and I asked if people had done a detox before, or if they know that they should do a detox. I reached out to each of those people who voted on it, but I also took a screenshot of everyone who voted that they should do a detox. I will send them information about detox when we have it. I'm not going to pressure them. I'm not going to blow up their inbox about it, but they did vote that they do believe that they should do a detox. So when I have access to detox, I'm going to send that to them. Don't feel like you need to have 20 people on a list to have a VIP list. You might have one person. If you have a customer chat, you should be sharing about it. At least you should be saying like, hey, super excited for these new products to launch. We know we're going to get 1 new shake flavor, and detox is coming. I'm so excited about detox. And then that way, when detox launches on Friday night, you're going to be able to pop in that chat and be like, it's live. Let me know if you need help ordering it. And so it's just a list. Yes, it is just a list, Geraldine. It's just your own personal list of people that you're keeping track of that are interested in this product. Everybody has their own way of doing it. I do a lot of my Thrive stuff in my stories. I post up on my wall, but as far as just blatant product posts, I usually keep those in my stories, and that's why I use a lot of polls. I know there are some top leaders that are literally just making posts saying, hey, we've got an incredible 10-day detox coming out. Who wants it? And making a list. You can do it however you feel comfortable doing it, but definitely don't overthink it. If you are not quite sure what a detox is, take some time to research it. You know, don't feel like you need to have every single answer on the face of the planet, but you should probably have an idea of what the benefit of a whole body detox can do for someone if you're going to be shouting from the rooftops that you're doing a detox or that you have access to a detox, right? So take some time to understand what it's going to do for their bodies, and your body, so that when it does come out, you feel slightly confident as far as why someone would benefit from doing a detox. I would say, personally, in my opinion, the great thing about this detox, they're not going to have to diet, and it's not like a juice fast. There's a lot of detoxes that are like juice detoxes where you fast, you only drink the juice, or you have to do a particular diet, whatever. This is not that. You do the morning and the night. That's it. That's what's detoxing your body. So not only is this going to help a ton of people, it's also going to meet a lot of people exactly where they are. Okay. So before we get into, I know I told you guys that I wanted you to bring questions. I wanted you to bring input. I wanted you to be ready to interact. And we're going to do that. And you guys need to be brave. Never think that, oh gosh, I don't want to ask that question because I'm probably the only one that's struggling with it. Everybody else already has the answer. I'm just not going to bother asking. No, ask it. I promise you there's 5 other people that are thinking the same exact thing. Like, I might be thinking the same exact thing. Like, you can't, and I might not have the answer. It might be Stephanie who has the answer. It might be Angela who has the answer, not me. So don't be afraid to ask a question, whether it's huge, whether it's small. Just put it out there, because I promise you there's someone else that's singing it. But let's I know I said I wanted to keep it very positive tonight, but I also have been mulling over this thought process that I've been having all day today, and I just want to ask you guys, who feels like this month is different from last month, and who wants my theory on that? Who feels like this month is different from last month? Something just feels wonky, like something just doesn't feel right, like you can't put your finger on it, like I can't figure out what's going on, like it's not like, and I'm not going to use any of those words that I hate using. I'm just like, it feels off, it feels different, feels like it's not hitting, like just funky, it's just funky. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys my theory on that. And it might kind of gut punch some of you guys. I'm not going to lie. Like, I told you guys to bring your big girl panties tonight. And I don't think any of our guys are on. So it's just big girl panties. If you wear boys underwear, that's totally cool. You do you. But put them on, because I might gut punch you. I don't know what it was about that social media blackout. It happened on, like, what, the 2nd or the 3rd of October. I don't even remember what day it was. But something happened in those 8 hours that Facebook was gone, Messenger was gone, Instagram was gone. Something happened during those 8 hours, and point blank, some of y'all checked out. And you didn't just check out for 8 hours. You have been checked out ever since. And I don't know what it was about that. I don't know what it was about that. But I'll tell you, and I know it deep, deep, deep down in my core, that for some reason, when those 8 hours happened, when that 8 hours happened, there were some of y'all that were willing to just quit. You might have been sad, you might have been upset, you might have been panicking a little bit, all of those things. But at the end of the day, you sat there and you were like, well, it's fun while it lasted. And then social media came back and it was like you didn't come back with it. I'm just being real, you guys. Like, I'm being real. There were some of you who were here on October 1st, and then when that happened on October 2nd, poof, you've been gone ever since. Like, you might pop into chats every once in a while, and like you might be posting every once in a while, but you ain't here. You ain't here. Trust me, I see who's here. Okay? I see the people who were not only worried about what was happening when social media went away, but they were also pivoting. Like, you guys, it threw me off my game too. It threw me off my game. I had to completely rethink my entire business within an 8-hour period. Probably within like a 4-hour period, because that was when I was like, "Oh my gosh, they're really committed to this." Um, how am I going to grow my business without this? Because frankly, it's how I've grown my entire network. But there were a lot of you that just checked out, checked out. And I'm I really believe it's a mindset thing. I really believe that it's a mental reset. And I don't know, you might be shaking your head at me right now and being like, "No, Lydia, like it's life stuff that's going on. It's I've got a lot of stuff going on at work, or I've got a lot of stuff going on in my family. I've got a lot of stuff." I get that. We've all got stuff. Okay? And I'm not negating that. Like, you guys know that I never, never, never ever negate the fact that we all have stuff. But I'm telling you that that singular event was a catalyst of some sort for a lot of you, where a lot of you, dare I say it, allowed it to be an excuse to not come back in full force. It wasn't just a social media vacation, it was a social media checkout. And you've yet to fully check back in. And there could be some life things swirling around in there as well. I get that. I completely understand there's life things that are swirling around in there. But when something like that happens, and you guys, I mean, I get it. It's social media, but let's be real. Like, we lost each other for an extended period of time. We lost all contact. Like, that's disruptive. It was a disruptive event. It was shocking. Okay. And I know some of us were like, "Man, I'm not really shocked that it happened." But at the same time, you were still kind of shocked that it actually did happen. It was a catalyst event, because I have no other explanation. And like I said, you may be, um, you may be shaking your head at me and being like, "No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it." But you guys, I can tell you for a fact that the vibe that we had on October 1st was not there on October 3rd, when we got social media back. And I might have those dates mixed up, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. We had momentum on October 1st. We had momentum. We were fired up. We had pushed so hard for the end of September. We were ready to go. We were ready. And then 2 days later, it was gone. It was poof, gone. So I'm just like, if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. So shake it off. Whether you are rolling your eyes at me right now, and I'm sorry, you guys, I told you I was probably going to gut punch you. But whether you're rolling your eyes at me and saying, "No, Lydia, that has nothing to do with it," fine, shake it off. Whatever it is, shake it off. Now is not the time. Now is not the time to give up on yourself. Now is not the time to give up on this opportunity. Now is not the time to give up on your team. Now is not the time. Shake it off. Get back at it. Rebuild if you have to. Okay, reignite that fire. Reach out to people. Reach out to your upline. Reach out to your sidelines. Reach out to Steph. Reach out to Britt. Reach out to Patsy. Reach out to whoever you want that you need to talk to. Reach out to Chanel. It may not always be me that you resonate with, but shake it off. Because now is not the time for you to give up on this. You have come way too far to allow whatever it is that is causing you to choose apathy over action to destroy as far as you've come. Now is not the time. Okay? I say that from experience. Anyone who has been with me for any extended period of time knows for a fact that I walked away from my business at one point. I did. I was about 8 months in. I had come in super hot and heavy. I had come in super hot and heavy. Real talk, you guys, at one point I had 11,000, I had gotten this close to this close to ranking 12K, and like $11,700 of it was personal volume. Like that's how hot and heavy I came in within my like first 4 months. And then I held steady at 4K. I tried to do it all by myself. I had no intention of building a team. I had no interest in building a team. I didn't talk about the opportunity. I was slinging the 3 steps left and right. People were loving it, and I burned myself out, and I walked away. Like legit checked out. And I mean, Chanel and Brittany had to run my team, and they're sitting there banging their head against the wall going, where the hell is she? And I'm just like, deuces. I got other stuff to do. Bye. And I used other things as excuses. I truly did. And the catalyst moment for me was when I saw Christy Elder. This was such a humbling experience. I kind of love this story and I hate this story at the same time. So for those of you who don't know, Christy Elder was actually the first person to join me as a promoter, and she plugged in. She plugged all the way in, and I left, like I said, peaced out, and I saw a post on Chanel's page where she was congratulating Christy Elder for going 12K. Christy Elder had gone 12K. And my arrogant butt at the time logged into my cloud office and expected to see me 12K. Because if Christy went 12K, obviously I had gone 12K, right? Heck no. I was red-legged out the wazoo because I hadn't done anything for the past 4 months. I hadn't done anything. Christy was over there busting her butt building a 12K team, and I was just checked out. Of course I wasn't 12K. If you guys are not familiar with the concept of being red-legged or strong-legged, this business does not allow you to ride someone else's coattails. Someone else, one leg, is only allowed to make up 60% of your volume. So if you let's say you have a powerhouse on your team, and they're going 12K, they're going 12K, but you're not doing anything to balance that out. You're not encouraging other legs. You're not bringing in personal volume. Your tracker will stop at 60% of whatever rank they red leg you. So I wasn't even at 4K. Christy had gone 12K and I wasn't even at 4K. That's how red legged I was. But it was a wake-up call. It was a wake-up call because I realized in that moment that, one, I was being arrogant, thinking that this business was going to work while I was sitting over there twiddling my thumbs, checked out. And two, that if Christy could go 12K and be plugged in with all the things that she had happening in her life, heck yes, I could plug in and do those things. So guess what I started doing? I got on every single Zoom that I could get on. Literally, I had my headphones in. Kenneth knew it. He knew I was plugged in. The kids knew it. I was plugged in. If they told me that, hey, I write 5 thank you notes every single week, guess what I started doing? I wrote 5 thank you notes every single week. Hey, I go live every other day. Guess what I was doing? I was going live every single day. I was doing the things that they told me to do. And 2 months later, I went 12K. And then 5 months later, we went 40K. And then 5 months after that, Kenneth went 40K. We got a $40,000 bonus for it. Children. I think Kenneth is out at the barbecue. But anyway, just a second. Absolutely not. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Go find Daddy. They had to give me my book because that's what I needed right now was my book. But do you guys see what I'm saying? Are you understanding what I'm saying? Now is not the time to give up. You don't want to give up on this. You don't want to give up on your business. You don't want to give up on you, and you do not want to give up on your team. Shake it off. Shake it off. Get back at it. Might be slow, might be fast. Get back at it. You do not want to walk away from your business and have someone else who you signed up go 12K before you. I'll always be proud of Christy for doing that. And I needed it because it was an incredibly humbling experience. And I think my business is completely different for it. But trust me, you don't want to do that. Okay, let me save you from that humbling experience. Just do the work. Keep pushing through even when it's hard. Shake off the apathy. All right, enough of me ranting. Who has a burning question about anything? Unload it on us. Just unmute yourself. You can put it in the chat if you want, but I prefer that you unmute yourself. Somebody, anybody. It won't let you unmute. We can't unmute us. Why is it doing that? Hold on. Uno momento. Allow participant. It says it allows you guys to unmute yourself. Okay, hold on. Let me try this. Okay. What about now?
Yep, we're good.
Okay, sorry. Okay, all right. Go ahead. Whoever wants to. Hit me.
I'll go. So I feel really bad pulling you into three-way chats every time. Are there times?
You pull me in every single time. No, I'm kidding. Finish your question.
I was gonna say, are there like certain times of the day where it's like best to pull somebody else in, like your schedule with your kiddos kind of thing?
Oh, heck no. I have this is actually a very good question. Lexi, remind me to post the chat assistance thing because we need to update it and I need to share it again. We actually have a document that has its chat assistants. So anyone who can help you who has fibromyalgia, they're listed. Anybody who has diabetes, anybody who has arthritis, anybody who's a mom of kids, anybody who's thrived while pregnant, male thrivers, yada, yada, yada. It's got a list of them. So if you have something specific that you need to reach out to someone about, you can grab them from that list of people. As far as I am concerned, and as far as other leaders are concerned, we are responsible for us. And so we handle our business the way that we see fit. For me personally, I do not have I don't have notifications set up on my phone. So like when the chats are blowing up, I'm not getting like ping, 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 ping. I just check in when I have a moment to check in. So if you are like, oh gosh, I hope she's not busy right now, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to get notified until I am at a place where I can log in and actually like give you my attention. Does that make sense? So there's two parts to that. One, don't ever feel bad about throwing me in a three-way. If you need to throw someone else in a three-way, you need to ask them beforehand. So say, for example, you've got someone with someone who's a teacher and you want to throw Laura Lopez into a chat with that teacher, ask Laura Lopez first before you do that. But as far as me, I will see it when I see it. And if you ever feel like, oh, Lydia's not seeing my chats, let me message her. That's not necessary. It's just literally, I don't have notifications on my phone. So I will see it when I log in. And so, give your leaders grace when it comes to response time, but also don't ever hesitate to put me in a three-way. I'm going to flip this light on behind me. Does anybody have anything to add to that?
Can I piggyback? So this is Laura, and oh, well, you know what? I'll just give you a face to put with a name. Hi, Geraldine. You're such a sweetie pie. I got your message a couple of days ago. You sent me like a sweet little note. I just wanted to not plug that in because I'm not about to use it. Sorry. I just wanted to tell you that whenever you're looking for a person to three-way with, and you get past that point of, yeah, I'm down. I encourage you to give that third party kind of a backdrop or a background of where you started that conversation with the potential, because the more that third person knows, the less likely they are to vomit something that you already shared with the potential, or it just makes, like, when you work together behind the scenes, everything flows more smoothly in front of the potential. So whenever you're pulling in that third party, make sure that you get them up to speed. Hey, this is so and so, this is who she is, this is why she's reaching out, this is what I've told her, I'm stuck right here, can you help? And then hand the keys over to the other person and let them take over.
The last thing I will say about this, because I love what Laura just said, obviously you're doing all of that individually. You're not doing that in the group chat. So you're messaging the third party personally, individually. And then in the group chat, when you start a group chat with someone, at both people. So tag both people, because here's the thing. If you put me in a group chat with Susie Q and I'm not friends with Susie Q, if you don't tag her, she won't see it sometimes because I'm not friends with her. But if you tag her, it will notify her that she's been put in a group chat. So hopefully that makes sense, because a lot of times people will just say, hey Susie Q, this is my friend Lydia, blah 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 blah, but they won't oh shoot. Siri thought I was talking to her. That's funny. That was really funny. But they won't get that notification and therefore they won't see it. So you may have seen me do that sometimes. I will at that person and say, hey, so nice to meet you. But that's the last thing I'll say about that. Geraldine, does that answer your question?
It does, but that also raises another question. So do I have to at every single time I talk to you and that potential? Okay. Just the one time?
No.
Okay.
No.
Perfect.
The only thing that the at will do is notify them. So it'll essentially ping them that they're being summoned. So really it's just good to do initially, or if you really need to get someone's attention.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Next, it does not have to be related to that. It can be completely different. It can be completely from left field, whatever. Who's next? Lay it on me. Oh no, is it not letting you guys unmute again?
No, we're able to unmute. I think we're just scared. So
quit being scared.
Everyone knows, like, I'm super transparent with where I'm at in life right now. And depression is like hardcore. And I'm not using this moment to be like, oh, poor woe is me, or I'm the center of attention. No, like, I truly am struggling right now with my business. What advice do you have when you are struggling to keep your business afloat, but you're going through a dark place? I mean, I'm doing everything to take care of myself, like talking to doctors, attending therapy, doing self-development, like I'm reading daily devotions. I've written down 100 self-affirmation statements galore. Like, my notebook is halfway full right now. You know, I'm doing everything that I can to take care of me, but like, what advice do you have as far as, you know, promoting something that is supposed to make you feel good when you are not feeling good? And Thrive can't necessarily, you know, it's not the cure-all. Thrive is not the cure-all, but I know you've spoken about your umbrella. I'm just going to stop here and let you speak your message.
So I think for me, when I struggle with those moments, and some moments are longer than other moments, right? When I struggle with those moments, I do my best to create a routine, but I also do my best to remain transparent while not allowing it to consume me. And I know that sounds, I know that sounds so strange, because, but here's the way that I look at it is, we are what we say. We are what we say, we are what we think. And I think if we regress too far into those feelings of darkness, if we regress too far into the woe is me, even though the woe is me is often extremely relevant, I'm not saying that it's not. Those of you guys who have been here with me for long enough, I struggled with postpartum depression, and my husband was on the brink of like taking me to a mental institution. Like, it was not good. And when you get into that, it's so for example, you're talking about doing your daily devotionals, you're talking about talking to your counselors, you're talking about, doing your daily affirmations, using that as a platform to show other people that you're there to help them through whatever they're going through too. I used to go live quite often talking about my therapy sessions that I was doing and giving people resources to find online therapists for themselves. And it was something that really a lot of people reached out to me and they were like, thank you so much for talking about your mental health. I don't think people talk about it enough. People are either super negative or um, they're they're dark about it, they're very negative about it, or they don't talk about it at all. And so if you're able to find that balance where you are using a not so fun season of your life to try and be transparent in a way that uplifts other people, then I firmly believe that it starts to uplift us too, because we are what we say. And if we allow it to consume ourselves, I fully believe that it does consume us. Um, and I know it's easier said than done. So please don't think that I expect you to snap your fingers and figure that out. Like, it takes time to do that. As far as maintaining your business when life hits you, like, let's just use an overarching statement, right? Because we all have life. Whether we're struggling with our mental health or whether we're struggling with, just we're very, very busy, we've had a job change, we became a single mom, whatever. We all have life, right? Life hits us like a freight train more often than not. What do? Create routines. And guys, I'm going to be completely honest with you. It's not always fun. This business is not always fun. Like, if you came here for rainbows and butterflies, like, this ain't it. Like, because guess what? This is life. This is any business. You could go and open a bakery and it wouldn't be fun all the time. I don't care how much you like to make cookies. You could open a bakery and some days would suck. And some days would feel like you'd rather pull your eyelashes out one by one than be there. That's life, you guys. Real talk. That's life. That's why so many people are miserable in their 9-to-5 jobs, because that's life. But we still show up and we do the work. Now, if you're in a place where you are not able to, because of your health, because of what's happening in your life, you need to make decisions for yourself as a person. However, I know that for me, there's a lot of times I got to push through. There's a lot of times where I got to pop into three-way chats and put the face on, even though I don't want to put the face on. But you know what? I'm better for pushing through it. And that's just me personally. Everybody is different. So please don't think that I'm giving you a one size fits all prescription, but creating the routines so that without fail, you are able to do those things. Okay. In the first, so right now for me, my routine that I've created is I'm waking up at a certain time and I sit down and I do my daily devotionals, I do my daily planner, I do my journal, and then I check in with teams. Then I check in on my social media. Then I check my emails. Then I do all of those things. And I have this routine without fail. I will do those things. Do I get interrupted by kids? Yes, I get interrupted by kids. But I will go back and finish the thing that I started, because that is part of my routine and I need to do it to completion. You can do that in your business as well. Okay. Do your follow ups first thing, do your reach outs first thing, time your posts. Do a post at this time and then do a post at this time. Whatever you need to do. Post your 3-step story. Even if it's not you personally, even if it's just a slideshow, just have the routine and do the steps. Okay. And as far as, I think about this often, like genuinely, I think about this often, because being in the trenches of motherhood is like, there are some days where like I want to go find a bridge and jump off of it. That's just, anyone who is a mother of small children can relate to that. Like that's just how you feel some days. It is not rainbows and butterflies. But I always come back to this. how would I feel doing this without these products, without this community? Would I want to do this without these products and without this community of people? Absolutely freaking not. No way. Even on the days where it's like, I do not have the mental capacity to do social media, I still would not rather do this the way that I was living 3 years ago. No freaking way. So no, you may not feel like rainbows and butterflies now. You may not feel the way that you felt when you first started thriving. You may not feel like, you know, it's making this massive monumental change in your life. However, would you rather go back and do it the old way? That is something that you can share with people. Like, listen, life is still hard. Life is still hard. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't want to do it the old way. I wouldn't want to do it without these people. I wouldn't want to do it without these products. Hopefully that helps. Does anybody else have anything that they would like to add, or that they would like to go to a different topic?
Lydia, I have something.
Go for it.
It's not like a question or anything, but I do have something good to say just about like Laura and Patsy, and whoever else is on this who is in Lisa's push group. It has been so amazing and life-changing, not only for my business, but for everyone on this team. I know that some of us have been in that rut, like what you've said, about that power outage or whatever, social media. But personally for me, like, I didn't really check out. Like, I was texting you, I was like, Lydia, like, what's happening? Like, how can I get on my phone, whatever. But I know for Geraldine, she has been amazing in the chat. Patsy's been amazing in the chat. Laura's been amazing in the chat. Like, it really has exploded my business and everyone else's business. And it's just been amazing to watch people grow. And I just want to applaud Laura, especially because she's going through, you know, depression right now, and it's not fun. And she has been a trooper and she's been a leader. And it's been great. And definitely I have signed more people this month than I have, you know, in a long time, in a short amount of time. And I think I owe that to Lisa's group. 100%. I owe that to Lisa's group. And for Britt's group that she's doing next month, I assume that it's going to be similar to what Lisa's doing and probably a little bit harder. And anyone who's on this, I suggest that you do it, because like, I'm on Zooms, I'm listening. I have a, you know, I work 6 hours a day. I'm listening to Zooms while I'm working, because my mind is just not with my job anymore. Like, that's just where it is. So guys, if you have the opportunity to do Lisa's group next year or whenever, or Brittany's group, please do it. It is life-changing for real. Like, I've had so many people, like, reach out to me about promoting, and I've not had that in a long time. So it's just great. And so I just wanted to say that. So it's just good.
And those of you who are in it, like, I'm glad that you brought that up, Lexi. And I mean, Laura, I will talk directly to you, but this applies to everybody. That showing up, even when you don't want to show up, that's what separates the people who really make it in this business. It really genuinely does. The people who are willing to show up. Like, if you think that people like Brittany, Stephanie, Chastity Marie, Lisa, Maria, if you think that those people wanted to show up every single day, that it was just so fun all the time, like every day, like, they just felt phenomenal, right? Like, if you think that, reality check. No, there are days when they don't want to talk to anybody. There are days when they don't want, and there are days when they check out. There are, but they continue to show up even during the hard season. And that quality, that resilience and determination are the things that separate the people who make it in this business and the people who give up a day too soon. Like, I think it's Chastity who says that, is, you know, the day you give up, what if the next day is the day that you signed the person who was going to push you to 40K, 80K, 200K? You're literally one person away from being a millionaire. I don't remember who said that. I think it was Jason that said that. And I firmly believe it. I firmly believe that we are all one person away from being a millionaire, because you are one person away in your network from hitting that person who has that network, who wants this as bad as you want it, who has the drive that you have, that you can link arms with, and you guys can just go as far as you want to go. So, but those are the people who show up even when it's hard. If you think that every single day of my life, I am just so freaking stoked to do the routine that I have to do, no, no. I love this. I love this. I love you guys, and I will continue to show up because I know what is waiting for me in this. However, it's not always easy and it's not always fun. But that resiliency is the thing that separates the winners from the quitters, as cliche as that sounds. And a slight side note on Brittany's, so Lexi brought that up. Brittany's going to do, I think it's like a 15-day hard or a 10-day hard or something like that. I can't remember what it's going to be hard. She's going to do it in the month of November, and it will be a requirement for her retreat. So if you want to go to Brittany's retreat, you have to do that push. Like, it's not optional. Like, there's no other way to qualify for that other than to do that push. So whether you're in Lisa's group right now or not, mentally prepare yourself for the fact that November, we all have to do that, because frankly, I don't want anybody else's team there. I just want my team there. All the rest of them people can just like suck their thumbs and cry about it, because I only want my team at Brittany's retreat. Like, I actually just want it to be Lydia's retreat and Brittany pays for it. Like, that's just essentially what I want to happen. So that can be your guys' Christmas present to me. And we'll go from there. But Brittany's not aware of this yet, but I'll let her know. Okay, who's got something else for me? I think we've got time for maybe one more.
I have a question.
Hit me.
So I'm trying to build my audience, because of course I have not signed a promoter yet. So I'm trying to build my audience, and I've been going to Facebook groups, trying to, find things that are in my interest. Sorry, I'm being yelled at. Hold on just a second. Okay, anyways, so what are you guys doing to engage with those people in those groups to then, get them to friend you, or, or you friend them basically?
Yeah, I always send the friend request. I think that was so that was actually one of the hardest things for me personally, was going into this website is what? Okay, anyway. One of the hardest things for me in this business was to start sending friend requests. Because I'm actually incredibly private. Like, I don't I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but a lot of times I will share the same things over and over again. I just tactfully change them a little bit. And the reason for that is I am incredibly private. I do not like people to know my business. I've always been that way. I don't do Facebook drama. I don't air out my dirty laundry. I don't let people into my circle that I don't want in my circle. Like, that's just always how I've been. And so the concept of sending friend requests to people was like way out of my wheelhouse. Like, no, thank you. No, thank you. But when I decided to finally, do that, I think one of the groups that I really started in, I really honed in on a particular group, and it was a women in agriculture group. It was just somewhere where I could like hit home runs all the time. And when I say hit home runs, I mean that I could make posts in there that added value. So I wasn't waiting for other people to post so that I could comment on theirs. I was making a post And then anybody who was commenting on my post, I was sending them a friend request. Now, yes, occasionally you're going to get someone say, hey, do I know you? And all you have to say is, yeah, we're in a women in agriculture group together. We've interacted a couple times. I just like to add like-minded women. I mean, you can say whatever you want. A lot of times my thing is I live in the middle of nowhere and social media is my connection to the outside world. And most people are like, oh yeah, like I remember you. They're just asking you because they don't recognize you. But the way that I use groups, and then I'll let someone else say how they're using groups. But I just find the ones that I can hit home runs in. And when I was really, really heavy using groups, I mean, I was making a post in 3 of them a day. Not all of those posts were home runs, but you get a golden nugget every once in a while. Sometimes it'll surprise you. One of the best ones that I had recently was asking a mom's group what their kids were watching, like what shows their kids were into on Facebook. A lot of times in the agriculture groups, I could ask questions. I could, post something funny. I could share a sale that was happening on a boot website. I don't know, but you guys, you don't overthink it. Like just add value and then go in and add people. A lot of people will tell you, and Lisa will tell you this, so she'll probably strangle me if she finds out that I told you this. Lisa's the kind of person that she wants to have a conversation with that person before she sends their friend request. I ain't got time for that. Okay. I ain't got time for that. So I have this super strategic way of doing this. So I will make a post in a group and people will start commenting on that and I'll let it go for a while. Okay. So say it's a home run and it's got 200 comments on it. Okay. I will click on someone's name. And if it says I can send them a friend request, because you know that not everybody allows you to send them a friend request, right? So I will click on their name. And if it allows me to send them a friend request, I send the friend request first. Then I go back and I comment under their comment and I respond. And that's all I do. Now, if and I don't know, I'm just super strategic. I like to streamline things. Okay. So if they don't have a friend request button, so like they don't allow people to send them friend requests because of their privacy settings, I don't reply to their comment. I just reply to the people's comments that I can send friend requests to. Does everybody accept my friend request? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But guess what? If I can get 10 new friends off of that post, that's a win. And then what I do with those friends afterwards, that's an entirely different topic. Does anybody else have any insight on what they do in groups that is effective?
I have something, Lydia, that
Go
might
for
work. So what I do, and it doesn't apply, it may not apply to like certain groups that you're in, but because I'm younger, so I'm in Christian wives groups, I'm in Disney influencer groups, I'm in just like women support groups or something like that. I actually do like follow trains, and it's worked quite well for me. And I've only followed the people that have anything to do with my niche, however you say, I don't know. But I only do it and I only follow those people that I directly think that I'm going to have an impact on or they're going to have an impact on me. So I follow those people and I'm like, hey guys, I'll make a post with a selfie of me with my patch on. Not talking about Thrive, obviously, but I have like a little cute picture of me with my patch on. And I'm like, hey guys, thank you for the ad in this group. I would love to make new friends, new Christian wife friends, or whatever the group is. If you could drop your Instagram handle or I'll drop mine. I would love to follow you and get to know you, or something along those lines has worked really well for me. I've gotten like 300 comments on one post one time just from people following me. And I've gotten quite a few followers from that. So, I mean, that is something to think about. It works for me. It may not work for other people, but because I'm younger and people are on Instagram with my age group, that works with me. So,
yeah. And I know Brittany, that works really, really well for Brittany, because she's the makeup influencer. And so the makeup industry is very, very big on self-promotion. I will tell you that does not work super well in mom groups. I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys. We all know that there are a lot of multi-level marketing companies out there that do not do things the right way. They're predatory. They harass people. They don't teach their people to do it the right way. And I'll tell you what, moms have been bombarded by that. And so a lot of moms are very guarded. I will tell you, and Lexi, I think this is working for you again because it's your demographic. But like for me, if I go into a mom's group and I post a selfie and my DFT is showing, I'm promptly going to get kicked out of it. So I do not do anything. Like not even like, I mean, someone could be asking for vitamins. Someone could say, hey, I need new vitamins. I'm for sure not going to comment that I'm a Thrive promoter. I will send them a friend request, but I ain't going to say a word. Needs to be their decision, not mine. Okay. So I'm just throwing that out as a word of caution, that, you know, it doesn't necessarily work in every demographic. And I will tell you that if you're in kind of the mom demographic and you're trying to hone in on that, be very, very careful when it comes to doing anything related to your business, even if it's just an innocent selfie and it has your patch in it, because someone will recognize it and someone will call you out and you can be blocked from that group. Just, it's unfortunate that we've been lumped into that category because other people have done it the wrong way, even though we do it the right way. But it's just saying, but I do know, Lexi, like you were saying, like Brittany in her makeup groups and her beauty groups, those follow trains, that's so, so huge for her business. Because it's about self-promotion, right? Like other makeup influencers want to follow other makeup influencers. Geraldine, I'm thinking about you with your salon. Like that could be a huge group for you, is to get into groups with people who are in the salon industry. So that's definitely an extremely, extremely valid point for certain demographics. So I just want to throw out that word of caution from experiences that I've had. There was something else that I was thinking about and I can't remember what the heck it was. Anyway. All right, you guys. We have 4 minutes left. So I want you guys in the comments before we finish up to just drop what your biggest aha moment was from this, something that resonated with you, something that you hadn't thought of before, something that you're going to go and try. And you guys, heads up, since we're going to be in Vegas this week, there's actually quite a few of us leaders who are going to be in Vegas this week. You're going to need to be very patient with the fact that we are there. You know, there's probably going to be a lot of stuff going on. We've got a lot of activities. It's all very exciting. We've got the VIP party. All of those things are happening. Just be patient with us when it comes to Threeways. Reach out to other people who are not in Vegas. Reach out to people who can help you that are not there. I'm going to throw Lexi's name out there. Lexi's always great for resources. You know, if you need help, I will obviously be checking in as much as I can, but I also want to be present in the moment with the people who are there physically. So, and the other thing I will say about that before we finish, steal our pictures. You guys, even if you're not in Vegas, if I post a group photo of us, you better be stealing it and be like, you guys, look at where my team is. And we're going to the Dominican Republic in February, and you better believe I'm going to be there. Make the decision that you're going to be there mentally. Quit saying it's too hard. Quit saying that you can't make it happen. Quit making excuses. Quit blaming your lack of success on anything other than mindset. There's a lot of things happening in the world right now. Okay. We can allow it to consume us or we can overcome it. Make the decision that you are going on this next lifestyle getaway and you will be there. Make the decision. Put your big girl panties on and go forth and conquer. I'm so proud of you guys. If you need anything else, reach out to me, and have a great night.